Welcome to a new era of architecture, where quiet opulence redefines how we experience luxury. In today's tour, we'll explore homes that marry minimalist aesthetics with the richness of understated design. These aren't just houses, they're sanctuaries of peace, purpose, and perfect proportions. Let's take you on a journey through modern elegance like never before. Gone are the days when luxury meant gold trims and extravagance. Today, the affluent are embracing homes that whisper rather than shout. This rising trend, often called quiet opulence, focuses on refinement, balance, and subtle sophistication. It's about feeling rich, not showing it. Luxury that resonates inwardly. Minimalist design has often been misjudged as cold or impersonal, but this new wave breathes soul into minimalism. These homes use natural materials, textured surfaces, and curated forms to create warmth. Every line has meaning, every shadow a purpose. It's less about what's removed and more about what's intentionally left. In the realm of quiet luxury, form and function are inseparable. These homes are not only beautiful, they're livable. Open floor plans, smart spatial layouts, and integrated technology make daily life seamless. Here, design isn't just visual, it supports well-being, movement, and modern living. color palettes are deliberately muted. Think warm whites, soft grays, beige, and grayish. But within this restraint lies power. These tones reflect natural light, calm the senses, and create a unified atmosphere. The subtlety of color invites your eye to appreciate form, texture, and the architecture itself. Rather than loud decor, these homes speak through texture: stone walls, smooth concrete, matte wood, brushed metal. Touch becomes as important as sight. You don't just look at the space, you experience it. Texture adds dimension and depth, bringing each surface to life without overwhelming the eye. Quiet opulence is not chasing trends. It's about timeless elegance. Whether it's the simplicity of a flat roof, clean geometry, or bespoke joinery, these design choices don't age. They age with you. Every detail is meant to endure and evolve, not to impress today, but to inspire forever. key element of minimalist luxury is space itself. Empty walls, wide corridors, and expansive windows create breathing room. This isn't wasted space. It's purposeful silence. Negative space becomes a design element, allowing architecture and nature to share the stage without interruption. In these homes, walls aren't just structures, they become curated canvases. Art is often integrated into the architecture itself. Sculptural staircases, monolithic fireplaces, and custom lighting installations. Even the built-in cabinetry is crafted like gallery pieces. Here, art and architecture become indistinguishable. Many of these homes blur the line between indoors and outdoors. Courtyards, floor-to-ceiling glass walls, and seamless patios invite the natural world into every room. Nature is no longer a view, it's part of the architecture. The earth becomes a living, breathing extension of the home. Quiet luxury is also conscious luxury. Sustainability is woven into the core. Solar panels, passive cooling, rainwater collection, and locally sourced materials. These homes are not just visually sustainable, they're ethically aligned. Elegance doesn't come at the cost of the planet. Lighting in these homes is soft, warm, and layered. Recessed fixtures, indirect LED strips, and natural skylights create atmospheric beauty. There's no need for chandeliers or statement lamps. Here, lighting is about mood, rhythm, and subtle revelation. Light supports the architecture without stealing its spotlight. Every detail, from the cabinetry to the door handles, is custom designed. These homes are not off the shelf. They're individually tailored. Built-in seating, integrated bookshelves, and concealed storage reflect craftsmanship over consumerism. It's not just about luxury, it's about intentional living. In minimalist luxury homes, the kitchen is often the heart, but not in the traditional sense. These kitchens are sculptural. Clean lines, hidden appliances, stone islands, and seamless cabinetry. It's a space where cooking and aesthetics coexist, designed as much for presence as for function. Bathrooms become retreats in themselves, featuring raw stone sinks, rainfall showers, and tranquil lighting. The design encourages ritual and restoration, often opening into small gardens or terraces. These bathrooms extend the spa concept into daily life, elevating every moment into an experience of calm. These modern luxury bedrooms are not just for sleeping, they're curated sanctuaries. Platform beds, custom lighting, and wall-mounted art turn the bedroom into a private gallery. Noise insulation and view framing add to the experience. Every element supports silence, softness, and self-connection. Technology is invisible yet omnipresent. Smart lighting, HVAC systems, and security are seamlessly integrated. There's no clutter, only control. These homes offer tech not as a gimmick, but as a tool for convenience and energy efficiency. The luxury lies in how little you need to think about it. Furniture in these homes is not filler, it's sculpture. Curated chairs, sleek tables, and artisanal pieces punctuate space without overwhelming it. The furniture supports the mood. Clean, refined, intentional. Each piece is carefully selected, with space and air allowed around it like in a gallery. The architecture is often designed around light itself. As the sun moves throughout the day, the home transforms. Morning shadows, golden afternoons, and evening glows. Skylights, slatted screens, and shadow play are used as design tools, making light one of the key materials in the home. These homes are designed with location in mind. Whether it's a desert, forest, or coastal setting, the architecture embraces the environment. Materials echo the landscape, views are prioritized, and every angle feels anchored. The home doesn't fight its location, it completes it. There's a rhythm to how one moves through these spaces. The absence of clutter, the soft acoustics, and the seamless flow from room to room create a kind of meditative movement. Silence becomes an immersive experience, carried not just by sound, but by the flow of space. Privacy is carefully curated. Homes often open widely to courtyards or private gardens, offering openness without exposure. Window placement, wall orientation, and landscaping work together to protect solitude. You feel free yet never on display. Inspired by Japanese aesthetics, many designs play with shadow intentionally. Overhangs, louvered screens, and layered walls create shifting contrasts. In these homes, shadow is not a flaw, it's a feature. It adds drama, emotion, and narrative to every surface. Quiet opulence homes do more than shelter. They heal. Their design supports mental clarity, emotional grounding, and physical relaxation. Just being in these spaces can reduce stress and increase focus. Architecture becomes a silent therapist, always in service of your inner life. Perhaps the most defining trait is the lack of excess. Luxury is expressed through space, silence, and material, not through clutter or branding. It's the luxury of not needing more. Each room breathes. Each item has a reason. The luxury is in having just enough. These homes are designed to age gracefully. Flexible layouts, durable materials, and thoughtful details ensure long-term relevance. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about legacy. These are homes that grow with you, adapting to your life without compromising their design vision. This movement is led by a new generation of architects, visionaries who prioritize peace over prestige. Studios like John Pawson, Tadao Ando, and Vincent van Dyson embody this philosophy. Their work inspires us to find beauty in the essential and silence in the sublime. In a noisy world, these homes offer silence. They become personal sanctuaries, places to reconnect, reflect, and recharge. You don't just live in them, you come alive in them. Home becomes a place not just to escape the world, but to return to yourself. Quiet opulence teaches us that true luxury isn't loud. It's not in logos, but in light. Not in size, but in silence. These homes teach us how to live with intention, to honor space, time, and being. They remind us that peace is the ultimate privilege. As we conclude this tour, one thing becomes clear. The future of luxury is quiet, minimal, and deeply meaningful. These homes are not just beautiful, they're transformative. They change how we live, think, and feel. Thank you for joining this journey through quiet opulence, where less truly becomes more.